Make sure to check out G2A, have really cheap PC games, Xbox Live codes, and a whole bunch more. Link in the description below. Yo guys, what's up? It's XRAYZ. Welcome back to another Call of Duty Infinite Warfare Zombies video. Now, this is actually going to be a special one because we're going to be talking about the super Easter egg in terms of comparing it to the super Easter egg we got in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And I actually want to refer to a post that was on Reddit that was made by a member of the Zombies community because he brought up a lot of different points. Some of them, obviously, they were like personal bias stuff. Other stuff was stuff that I can agree with. And I wanted to share some of these with you guys because I honestly do think that Infinity Ward did an amazing job. Rayz did an amazing job with the super Easter egg, and they really did, in my opinion, set the bar for what a super Easter egg should be across zombies. Like, this is not even just in Infinite Warfare, not just in, you know, whatever's going to be coming next from Call of Duty World War II, but for Treyarch as well, because we all know Treyarch is the motherland. We're going to call them that. They're the motherland. They're the guys who invented the zombies. They're the ones who have renovated it, who have done just crazy stuff with the formula. But the super Easter egg they had for Call of Duty Black Ops 3 at the end of it all was a little bit lame. Like, honestly, we got a cool cutscene that we all kind of wanted, but there was a ton of stuff that was left out open in the dark. And there was also the fact that all you really got as a reward was the RK5 as your reward. So that kind of sucked. But with Infinity Ward, you got a ton of stuff. You got the director's cut version of Infinite Warfare Zombies. So you started off with Perkaholic. You started off with 25k points. You started off with wonder weapons in the box, or the magic wheel, and you also had pack-a-punch weapons in the box. So there was a ton of stuff. Huge incentive for you to complete the Easter egg, plus you had an extra different boss fight at the end of the 4th map, which is insane. Like, Rayz, when I was talking to him at Infinity Ward, when we had the opportunity, which if you guys missed the vlog I uploaded yesterday, feel free to check it out. I had a vlog from the studio so you guys can see what it looked like. But one of the highlights of being able to go to that was being able to talk to Rayz, and he talked to us about his plans for Infinite Warfare Zombies, for what the journey was for them. He told me that, you know, some personal stuff that he went through while the development of the Zombies mode was on, and you could tell this guy absolutely put his heart, his passion into this project. And I know that a lot of people, a lot of us who enjoyed Zombies really do appreciate it because we got a really cool year. And so, you know, that set aside, he was talking to us about how when they first went through this, they, you know, had to plan so far ahead back in June of last year, where they were trying to think about, you know, the lines that they needed to record all in one go, because it wasn't just going to be the lines for the map. It was going to be the lines that you had extra for the director's cut, and he had to kind of plan everything out and rewrite and do a whole bunch of extra work. And so I want him to get recognition for this. I want Rayz, Brian Bright, everyone who worked on IW Zombies to get a pat on the back, to get this, you know, to get this victory, because they honestly did do an amazing job with the Easter eggs, in my opinion. And the super Easter egg was something that I feel that Treyarch could have done, but we'll definitely talk about that. But let's go through this post because I think they brought up a ton of really awesome points. So let's go ahead and go through it. So the post is originally by someone by the name of Coltrainer. Now, he put on a comparison of the different things you got from DLC 4 and then comparing the super Easter egg. So for Revelations, we had an assortment of remakes combined with about 1/3 of the new map, which in my opinion, I like that. I thought it was pretty cool. Most of the maps put in Revelations were completely remastered 6 months later, so I completely understand also. This kind of does add to the whole, well, the super Easter egg, why, you know, but they did also give us remastered maps, which is also pretty sick, but again, I digress. It was the end of an 8-year saga, sort of ish. The Easter egg is completely random steps. I will say that the Revelations Easter egg was just like, some of the steps were like, what the hell, I had to shoot a rock, dude? It took a month to solve because it was pretty much hiding random stuff everywhere. This is, again, his words. This boss fight was silly. I actually enjoyed the boss fight, but I can understand it wasn't the most epic boss fight. I think the Horizon Drug is actually probably the coolest probably of all the boss fights. The entirety of the Easter egg was ruined by servers crashing, so they did have a ton of issues, but then again, IW also had issues, but they're fixing it like pretty quickly. Like today there was already a patch too. It's gonna be coming, it's gonna fix that. The ending was lackluster, story was wrapped up in a neat gift box, and we got about 15 to 20 seconds of premise cutscene. End. So we did get a pretty cool cutscene. Reward is that you start with a pistol you can buy for 500 points. To this, to me, I was like, that's pretty funny, my dude. Side note, the Frozen Forest loading screen has nothing to do with zombies as far as we know, and it takes ages to go through the cutscene every time you die, which I agree. I was like, what the F was that? Now, what do we get from IW Zombies when it comes to DLC 4 and the Super Easter egg? It took around 30 hours to solve, so it wasn't as random as the Easter egg we got It resolves an old storyline, which is the Extinction one. It explains that, which again, awesome that they were able to resolve that. It connects and weaves the maps together through the loading screen. So Treyarch is kind of more of a cryptic one where they'll kind of give you a little hint at the end, like music or something. But Infinity Ward just straight up went like, yo, here's a cutscene to end it, and it explains where we're going next. And I think Treyarch did a good job at this, but they also didn't exactly explain what was going to happen, which, again, this is Treyarch, that's their kind of element of mystery. So some people might like that, some people might not. The game crashes were there, but they at least aren't as bad as Revelations. First ending feels complete enough to end it, but there's more, and this is the super Easter egg. So it's nice and neat, you're done with the storyline, you're done with the cutscene, but boom, Lee Ross just killed it. What was the reward for the super Easter egg? A lot of stuff. And we still don't have all of it figured out. You get Permanent Perkaholic, Double Pack-a-Punch, Director's Cut version of all Easter eggs, a new boss fight at the end of the Beast from Beyond. You get free points at the start, 25k, and possibly numerous other things that we didn't know quite yet. Now, I did also hear that Lee Ross said he needed to go through the super Easter egg in order to be able to do the Yeti Easter egg, which has been a myth since the release of the game, but that's amazing. Lee Ross, Brian Bright, everyone at Infinity Ward, you guys should be incredibly proud of yourself. This super Easter egg is amazing. I still need to get some soul keys so I can get to the super Easter egg, but I still think it's amazing that they added this huge thing, and there's more coming, guys. I swear to you, there's more coming. I know there is, and I can't wait, man. I think Lee Ross did an amazing job. I can't wait to see what they do in their next iteration of IW Zombies or whatever Zombies or whatever they decide to do. I really hope it's Zombies because they did an amazing job in my opinion, and I think they learned a lot from this first go at Zombies. So I'm really, really proud of them, and I hope they're proud of themselves too. And I know that there's a lot of people who enjoyed it, so that is pretty much the end of IW as a whole. I think a lot of us are happy with what we got this year. Some of them were kind of bummed out. You know, there were some issues that definitely was not complete at launch. I think we can all agree with that. But at the end of the day, I think the experience, the things they gave the community, the openness that they had was amazing. And to me, this was a good game. It was a really good game. I enjoyed it. Huge thank you to Activision. Huge thank you to Infinity Ward for being so amazing with me, for inviting me to events, for, you know, giving me this opportunity to kind of learn about stuff behind the scenes that a lot of us don't get to see. And also for just the amazing year of content that we got. This is pretty much the end of Infinite Warfare. There's more stuff to come, obviously. I'm pretty sure Lee Ross has more that he wants to do. But I made a video a few weeks ago where I talked about Infinite Warfare is done. And a lot of people were excited. I'm excited because we're getting Call of Duty World War II. But I do think that we had a pretty good year. And I think that in a few years when we look back, I think a lot of people are going to be doing or saying the exact same thing that they've said about Ghost and about other Call of Duties like MW3, where people used to bash the hell out of them, and now they're like, yo, this is a pretty good game. I think in a few years, once we're kind of past this hatred of futuristic Call of Duties, I think we'll be able to look back at this and be like, this is pretty good. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. If you guys could comment down below how you guys felt about Infinite Warfare as a whole, Zombies experience, multiplayer, campaign, whichever one you played more of, comment down below. If you are brand new to the channel, drop a like on the video. It does about a ton. And also, if you want to, brand new, make sure you subscribe and you turn on notifications by hitting that little bell icon next to the subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos or content that's coming. I'll see you guys in the next upload. Follow me on Twitter, check out my gaming channel, and I'll see you guys. I'm out. Peace.